What's up, people? It's been a while. It's been about, I'd say, over a month now. Now, looking at my last update, it's been over a month. So, hopefully, you guys, you know, didn't miss me horribly. I know some of you probably didn't, some of you did, whatever. I'm back for the time being because over the past month, I have collected movies still. Not as heavy as I was going. I mean, to tell you the truth, I did get a bunch. So here it is, another update for you guys. I went out today to Best Buy to pick up movies. I cashed some extra change that I had, so that's the only reason I got this many movies today. But over the past month, I have collected, still collected, so I do have a decent sized stack over here. Also, in the mail, I got this. I ordered it from Amazon Prime. I know what it is. I've been excited to get this. I've always looked at it, and then it was always too expensive, but with Amazon Prime, it went down. I got it for a good price, so I'll open this up later. But let me get into. I got all my stuff in a bag. This is all the stuff I picked up today from Best Buy. I picked up 5 titles, all of them new, and all of them I have not seen. So I'm going to do these first because I have not seen them. I can't talk much about them. So if anybody has seen them, let me know. The first one I have the first 4. I don't have the 5th one, and this is number 6. It was $12, so I decided to get it. I don't know. The 4th one kind of wasn't that great, and then the 5th one, like I said, I have not seen the 5th one, but I decided to pick this one up on Blu-ray. This is the only Blu-ray I have of this, but it's Wrong Turn 6. A little glary from the light, but Wrong Turn 6. I picked up this one. Cameron Diaz and Jason Segel. The premise sounded funny, and the commercials looked funny, so I thought I'd pick it up. And that's Sex Tape with Cameron Diaz and Jason Segel again. This one, I enjoyed the first movie of this. I know a lot of people didn't like it. They said it was too, far-fetched, and there was too many problems with it. I didn't find it that bad. I actually enjoyed it. This one looked different because, this one seemed more realistic and possibly what could happen. Again, I didn't see it. I didn't see it when it came out in the theaters, but this is the Blu-ray DVD Digital HD Purge Anarchy. So again, like I said, I liked the first one. A lot of people put it down and didn't like it, but I enjoyed it, and I really haven't heard too much about this one, but I'm a completist and I buy new movies. So the Purge Anarchy. I have the first one of this, and they plugged it on Monday Night Raw, and I knew it was coming out, and then it was pretty cheap, $15 for a Blu-ray. So I thought I'd get it, and that's Kane in See No Evil 2. I enjoyed the first one. Jacob Goodnight, I think his name is, or something like that. Let me see. Jacob Goodnight. Look at that. I am pretty good. But this is the second one to it. Again, I haven't seen it. And this one my little brother really wanted. He asked me when it was coming out, and then I didn't know, and then I looked it up, and it came out this week, so thought I'd pick it up. The graphics, from what I've seen, look pretty cool. It actually has one of the little kids from, I believe it's, what show is that? The X Factor from back then. Earth to Echo. Thought I'd pick it up. It looked pretty, I guess you want to call it cute, like a little kid's movie. So I thought I'd pick it up. And yeah, Earth to Echo. Those were the 5 I picked up today. If anybody knows anything about them or has anything good to say about them, which one I should watch first, which one you want me to review or something, let me know. What the last video, I actually checked what I got in my last video, so I didn't do like a double thing. And the last video I did, I showed you guys these 2 movies. And that was the Frankenstein and Dracula, these nice little slip covers and everything. And there was 8 total of these things. And so far, I found those 2, and I found 4 more. There are still 2 more, which I have not found. They have them on Amazon, but they're all like 17, 18 bucks. I found these guys for, at Best Buy, they have them for 10 bucks. At Walmart, they have them for 13. I found a couple of them at Walmart, and the other 2 I found at Best Buy. So if you are looking for these or whatever, at least in my local Best Buy, they have them for 10 bucks. Like I said, those first 2 had Frankenstein and Dracula. I have 4 other ones I found, and the first one is the Wolfman. Lon Chaney Jr.'s The Wolfman. Again, like I said, these things I pretty much bought because of the covers. Another one is Boris Karloff's The Mummy. Richard Carlson, The Creature from the Black Lagoon. And Boris Karloff's The Bride of Frankenstein. So like I said, these, I enjoy not only the front cover of them, but the sides are pretty cool. The blackness of them, the color, they kind of just like explode out. Like I said, I wasn't the hugest black and white horror fan, but those look really cool, so I thought I'd pick them up. So again, if you're looking for those, because I've heard other people ask where they were. They are at Best Buy, they are at Walmart, and you'll probably find them cheaper. I'm sure they have them on Amazon, but you'll find them cheaper at Best Buy or Walmart. There are 2 other ones. One was the Phantom of the Opera, and the other one is The Invisible Man. So those 2 I'm on the hunt for. If anybody knows where they are, let me know. I'm going to try to get through this stack. I have a good stack here. I don't want to make this 45 minutes, but it's going to be a longer video than I have had in the past. So again, I went through and I got this a while ago. I don't think I showed it off. I might have in one of my previous videos, but I thought I'd show it off now. And that's The Walking Dead Season 4 with this nice little lenticular cover and everything. This is pretty much the only show nowadays that I actually care to watch. This season now is actually looking pretty good. This Season 4 was alright, but I have the other 3 seasons, so I pick it up. I, have to stick with it. But this new season, if you're a big Walking Dead fan, the first 2 episodes are looking really good, and it looks like the season is going to pick up where this one, kind of slacked off. So I picked up that one. This one I have not watched yet. I got it just because it was 10 bucks. And, I'm a stickler for deals. Whenever I see a good deal or what I think is a good deal, I go and I pick it up. And that's Hannibal Season 1. I have not watched any of these episodes. I have put them on my Vudu and still haven't watched it. Again, the only really show I watch nowadays is The Walking Dead. This one I heard nothing but good things about. I found it for decently cheap. It came to 12 bucks, I think. And I just thought I'd check it out. And that's Orange is the New Black Season 1. I heard really good things about this. And I have not checked it out yet. So eventually I'll get around to, when I have time to sit down and watch those episodes. And now I'm getting into the movies I recently got. This one was in the $4 bin. So I decided to get it. And that's American Beauty. I had it on DVD. I thought I'd, upgrade it. If you haven't seen this movie, it's a really good movie. It's one of Kevin Spacey's best. He pretty much has this like dysfunctional family. Thora Birch is his daughter, and what's her name? I think it's Mina Suvari, if I'm saying it right. She's the daughter's friend, and Kevin Spacey's wife starts cheating on him, and then he falls for this girl. It's just a, how modern day families, sometimes fall apart. If you have not seen this movie, I'd say watch it. It's definitely a good one. This one I got from the Disney Movie Club. Every month or so they give deals, and most of the time I forget to check, so I end up getting them in the mail, and they're usually cheaper than most, or some things that most people cannot find. This one I haven't seen in a long time. I totally forgot about it. I do have it on DVD, but this is the Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad. Pretty much there's 2 separate stories. One is with, the Headless Horseman and the whole thing. And the other one is uh, Mr. Toad is like a gambling toad and his friends. One's like a badger and one's a whole thing. If you haven't seen the movie, watch it. It's an old school Disney one. It's not as popular as most. But like I said, I haven't seen this movie in a long time and it came out on Blu-ray and DVD. So, again, I forgot about it too. And it ended up coming to my house, so I got it. This one I picked up just to upgrade. Again, I found it for cheap. And that's Megan Fox and Amanda Seyfried and Jennifer's Body. This isn't the worst movie. It's not the greatest. It's pretty much right in the middle of what you would expect in a horror movie. When I first got it, the only thing I was expecting was Megan Fox to be really hot. I saw the previews for it, and I'm like, yeah, you know what? But overall, it's not too bad. Megan Fox ends up going to this concert, and somehow the venue that they're at catches on fire. She ends up catching a ride or going with the band that was there. And little do they know, this band is trying to, I don't know, make themselves popular, so they have to do this ritual and sacrifice someone. And anyway, Megan Fox's character ends up, getting possessed by a demon because of this seance or whatever. And then to live, she ends up having to kill people. And she's hooking up with guys and girls. And then as she's hooking up with them, she ends up killing them. And, it's not the greatest movie. It's not the worst movie. Like I said, it's your typical run-of-the-mill, middle. For entertainment value, I'd say watch it. If you have nothing else, if you haven't seen it, check it out. Don't put too much on it, but whatever. This came out, it was $18, so I thought I'd get it. The thing that I noticed about this, it comes with all 7 movies, but none of the movies have special features, which I'm kind of bummed about, because I like looking at special features. I want to see the behind-the-scenes stuff that most people don't see. That's what I go for too. Certain movies, I really don't need it, but these Saw movies, I remember I have them on, again, I have them on DVD. A lot of them had pretty cool, behind the scenes, how they did the torture and such like that. But these movies come with nothing, and that's the Saw movies, all 7, the complete movie collection. Again, like I said, perfect quality. I watched a few of them, really good quality on Blu-ray. But again, these don't come with any special features, which, in my eyes is a bust because, like I said, I enjoy them. This one came out a few weeks ago. Seth Rogen, Zac Efron, and that's Neighbors. Seth Rogen and his wife have a baby. They end up moving into this house, and next door, this frat ends up moving next door. And at first, it's like they go over and they talk to the frat brothers, and they're like, listen, just kind of keep it down. We know you're a party, but try not to have a party every night. And then they kind of just say, don't make any noise at all. And Zac Efron's like, you know what? As long as you don't call the cops ever, we'll keep it down to a minimum. And that first night, it starts getting loud, so they call the cops. So from then on, it was pretty much a war between Seth Rogen and his family and this frat house next door. There are funny parts in it. I was expecting a lot more because a lot of people were saying, huge things. But I don't know. There was funny parts in it. Don't get me wrong. I laughed at parts, but I don't know. Overall, it could have been funnier in this movie. There's a difference between funny that I like, and like dirty, raunchy comedy, which I laugh at. But sometimes it just goes way too far. People try to jump on that a little bit too much, and dirty, raunchy comedy really isn't for me. But overall, it's a funny movie. It's definitely one to watch, check out. If you like Zac Efron and Seth Rogen, you'll like it. Zac Efron actually surprises me. I think of him as a, chick magnet and all this. Like, well, he's only in these sappy love stories. But in this I don't know if it's his first comedy or whatever, but he does a pretty good job in this. He keeps up with the rest of the crew. And that's Neighbors. This one I ended up watching last night. I had it for a while. Never got into it. But I actually put this in and I enjoyed it. I've been trying to watch, horror movies. It's Halloween time. And month of October, you try to watch scary movies. Well, I kind of find it hard to pick one. And I decided to put this one in. This has nothing to do with horror, nothing to do with anything. And it's The Descendants with George Clooney. I don't know why I plugged Halloween and then I said this, but The Descendants with George Clooney in it. This one's pretty good. His wife ends up getting into an accident. You don't find that out till in the beginning, but his wife's in a coma. His family, his path, you know, grandparents and whatever descendants, they are pretty much own a good chunk of the land in Hawaii. And throughout this movie, George Clooney has to deal with his cousins and everything. Each one owns a part of it, I guess, but George Clooney is the only one that can sign off either to sell to a buyer or to keep the land and everything. So during this movie, he, it's his whole, I don't know what you want to call it. It's hard for him because he's got to deal with his wife being in a coma. He's got to deal with his family trying to do this. Then he finds out that his wife cheated on him, and it's just an interesting story of how his life is going on. The one girl from The Fault in Our Stars is in it. What's this girl's name? Because I think this girl is going to be a big up and coming. I can't even think of her name now. I had it and then I forgot about it. I'll leave it in the bottom. But the girl in here, she's in Fault in Our Stars. She's in this. She's in The Spectacular now. She's going to be a really good actress. She plays parts. She plays his daughter, and she's being, wild and everything because the mom isn't there. Her and the mom never got along, but now, the mom's in a coma, and it's just a really good movie. I say watch it. This definitely surprised me. I wasn't going to watch it, and last night I decided, put it in. I enjoyed this a lot. The Descendants with George Clooney. This one came out, was it last week? It was either last week or the week before. And that's A Million Ways to Die in the West. I think that's really good. I can't even talk. Seth MacFarlane, the guy that does Family Guy and made Ted. His next comedy with himself in it. It's got him, Charlize Theron, and Liam Neeson. I don't know why I can't talk. But this one's really funny. It's pretty much like an old school Western comedy where in the beginning Seth MacFarlane's character, him and his girlfriend are talking. She says she doesn't want to date him anymore, whatever. And you find out that she is now seeing, what's his name? Neil Patrick Harris's character. And then Charlize Theron's character comes into the mix, and you find out that she's dating. You have to watch it. It's a comedy, an old school Western comedy. Watch it, enjoy it, love it. I did. You'll enjoy it. This one definitely surprised me. I wasn't going to get it. When certain movies come out, I decide whether I'm going to get it or not. Not the biggest Tom Cruise fan, but this one definitely surprised me. I enjoyed it a whole lot. And that's The Edge of Tomorrow, Live, Die, Repeat, whatever. That's what it says in the beginning. But Tom Cruise is in it. What's her name? Emily Blunt is in it. And pretty much we are now in a war with these monsters or aliens, whatever. And what happens is Tom Cruise, in the beginning of the movie, it jumps a lot in this movie, but it's easy jumps to understand because some movies, they'll jump from place to place and place, and it's very hard to, keep track. This one is very easy to keep track. It's very simple, I guess you want to call it. But in the beginning, he says, he's a decorated soldier and everything, and he should not be in the army. And then he ends up getting shipped there anyway. You see him fighting, and then he fights one of these aliens, and he gets killed by this alien. And then he wakes up, and he's doing the same thing over and over and over and over again. And at one point, he ends up running into Emily Blunt's character on the field, and before he and she die, she says, "Listen, you gotta find me when you wake up." And he has no idea what she's talking about because he has no idea what's going on. He finds her, and lo and behold, when he got hit or killed that first time by this alien, it was a certain alien that has this venom or whatever it is that has like a uh, time traveling thing where it allows you to see what's going on. That's how the aliens have this whole, uh, thing. Like advantage because the aliens just keep on getting better and better. They figure out because of this certain alien that does this like time hop and time travel, so they know what's going on before it even happens. So with this movie, like I said, I didn't expect too much from it, but it's definitely a top 10 movie I've seen in a long time. I'd say definitely give it a time, give it a chance. If you haven't seen it yet, definitely watch it. I think it's really cool. This one I got 2 weeks ago, or last, no, 2 weeks ago. And this one I enjoyed because, as opposed to the Saw series, this one has all the movies and it also comes with special features on each one. So, I don't know if Saw was just made cheaply or whatever it was, but this is the complete movie collection and it's the complete Leprechaun series. Comes with Leprechaun 1, 2, 3, 4 in space, 5, which is Leprechaun Goes to the Hood. Then you get Leprechaun Goes to the Hood 2. And then this one also comes with the newer one that came out with the guy Hornswoggle from WWE, and that's Leprechaun Origins. I like the first 6. The 7th one, this new Origins, I didn't like it all. It doesn't look anything like what Leprechaun looks like. I don't know. The graphics were pretty good. I mean, you could tell it was newer. I don't know. I just didn't like it. It didn't go with the gist of the other ones. Like, I guess it's all right for a newer movie. If it was a horror movie by itself, it would be decent, I guess you want to call it. But slapping the Leprechaun name on with the rest of the series kind of just threw it off. I was expecting a lot more. Like I said, it doesn't even look like what Warwick Davis looked like. I mean, if you're going to do that, maybe make it look somewhat like what it was. But I don't know. It just didn't catch my fancy as much as I thought it was. Because I was actually, when I first heard about it coming out, I was actually excited for it. But then I watched it and kind of shit a brick. So again, Leprechaun, the complete series. It comes with all 7 movies. Like I said, I like this one too because it does come with all the special features that the other ones came with plus more. So I liked it a lot. But that's the Leprechaun, the complete series. And then these 2 came out last week. I'll talk about this one first. This is Peabody and Mr. Sherman, or Mr. Peabody and Sherman. I totally screwed that one up. But I never really watched the cartoon too much. But for a kid's movie, overall, it's pretty good. It's pretty much about time travel. This kid brings this girl that he got in a fight with at school to the house, and then she doesn't believe him about that they have a time machine, and they end up going all these different points in time. And I don't know. It's a cute kids movie. I'd say give it a chance. I enjoyed it. Was it the best I've seen in a long time? No, there are better, but overall, I enjoyed it. Definitely a good watch for if you're looking for something on a Friday night or something to watch with your kids. I'd say watch it. Mr. Peabody and Sherman. And this one was the last one I got last week, and I enjoyed this one. Really, I like this one a whole lot. Like I said before, in previous videos, long time ago, the one movie, the X-Men First Class, was definitely a really good one. It made up for. I enjoyed the first couple, but then, they didn't catch my fancy as much. Then the First Class one was. I enjoyed a lot. This one blew that one out of the water. I like this one a whole lot, and that's X-Men Days of Future Past. Pretty much the Sentinels are now taking roughshod over the world. They're eliminating humans that are helping the X-Men and the mutants, and also the mutants at the same time. And all that's left is this little group of mutants, and that being Professor X and Magneto, Wolverine, Storm, and I'm pretty sure that was the main gist of the main movies. And then you have these other mutants with these different powers that may not be as popular as some of the other ones, but the one has a ability to send people back into the past kind of deal, and they end up sending Wolverine back to before the Sentinels were even made or were in the works of being made, and they have to stop Mystique from killing this one guy because that pretty much sets the whole thing arise, is her killing this guy, and then they take the Sentinel project and they make it well known, and they find ways to make them, unstoppable. But like I said, this one I liked First Class. This one I think was a lot better. Nothing wrong with First Class because I like that one too. But this one, I don't know. It's just I like this one a whole lot. Definitely check this one out. This is one of the, like I said, Edge of Tomorrow and this one are jumping up into some of my favorite recent movies. So hopefully you enjoyed that, and hopefully you liked my small little explanation for everything. But this is what I'm going to do now. I know what it is. I think I know what it is. Like I said, I found it on Amazon Prime for a good price. I think it came to $27. And I've been waiting for this. I saw some people have it. And I honestly have never seen the movies. I heard people say they were good. I heard good things about it, but I never watched the movies. I did, however, and one of the reasons I got this set is because it comes with the cartoon. When I was younger, I used to have the little figures of these things, and I also used to watch the cartoon. And I never found the cartoon until I found it on this set. It's a 7 DVD box set, and that's the complete Toxic Avenger. Again, like I said, I never really watched the movies, but when I was younger, I used to watch the cartoon, the Toxic Crusaders. I think this is 4 Toxic Crusader movies, and it comes with the entire Toxic Crusaders cartoon series. So like I said, I couldn't find the series by itself. Then I found this with the 4 movies and Toxic Crusaders complete series. So I thought I'd get it. I think this came to like $28. I remember seeing it back then. I always looked at it every once in a while, but I remember seeing it for like 50, $60. And then, like I said, I found it for under $30 with shipping and handling, and it came to over $30. But I thought I'd get it just to check out the movies. I heard interesting things about them. It's a trauma. I'm not a big trauma. There's certain people on here that collect horror movies and they collect stuff from trauma and the lower budget, I guess you want to call it, movies or lower budget companies. But like I said, 7 DVD box set. I thought I'd pick it up, and yeah, it finally came in. So yeah, that was my update. Like I said, it's been a month or so since I've done anything. So hopefully, one, you enjoy my video. You stuck around for the whole thing. What I'm actually going to do from now on, from all this, I'm going to have a question at the end of every video just to see if anybody's actually watching or wants to play along or whatever. So at the end of this question, at the end of this video or videos from now on, I'm going to have a question. This question I posted on my Facebook. If those of you don't know, I have a Facebook. I'll put all the links and everything. I do have other social media, social media stuff. So in this, my question, which you got to answer if you want to, no pressure. The question I put on my Facebook, I was watching The Walking Dead, and they brought up a question in The Talking Dead, which I found very interesting. I actually giggled to myself after. And that was, do zombies poop? Yes, that was a question. Do zombies poop? So, if you have made it to the end of this video, and you heard the question, and you feel like answering, make it funny, make it whatever. Answer the question on the bottom of this video, or in the comments section. And yeah, if answer the question and put whatever other comments you want. Uh, if you like this video and you want other people to see it, if you want me to continue to do this stuff, either share it, like it, show me that you want this to continue. So yeah, I'll leave the rest of my other links. Like I said, I do have a Facebook, I got Instagram, I got a Twitter and everything. Just let everybody know about it and follow my stuff. So again, it's been a month, so it's a longer video. It's about half an hour now. That was a long time of me talking. But again, hopefully you enjoyed it. If you want me to review any of those movies further, let me know. And yeah, until the next time, peace.